Hi, I'm Danny Butler, and welcome to another episode of TrialTube, where I'm probably going to say a bunch of stuff that I'm not allowed to. We've got a 2023, 2024, 2023, 24 GASGAS GP, and well, we're going to do a more British test, which means there's going to be some water, there's going to be some hillsides, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that we didn't get in Spain, and like I said, I still really like the bike, but this one is also set up to be a little more mellow. And we're also testing a 250 because this is me getting eaten by midges next to water in the UK and TrialTube. So let's talk about the new stuff. Of course, from the last time that we did this bike, the new GASGAS TXT GP range is littered with goodies. A kickstart with a little nub on the end that basically means that you don't lose your shin. Foot pegs that genuinely work and feel amazing. A clean running sound even from something with a low comp head. And a very hefty flywheel to make it nice off the bottom. Remember, this is the 250 GP that we're looking at as well now. Suspension that can only be described as the Bentley/Rolls-Royce of riding round off-road. The tech shock that comes in the GP feels incredible, which I know has been improved for the 2024 bike over the 2023 bike, as this one's a two-way tech and the one on the new bike is a three-way tech. Just so you know, you need a PhD to be able to actually notice the difference between the two bikes. And I know there's some cheeky deals going on 2023 bikes. Overall, the ease to work on the new GASGAS, the rideability and feel, the high-end equipment with what can only be described as a no-expense spared trials bike manufacturing budget makes this bike incredible. They're 99% of the way there. And I'm going to be honest, when they become 100% of the way there and remove the one item that is the only item that they've taken from the previous bike off this bike, I actually think that this bike will rule the roost. But until then, it will be lagging behind HRC's ability to create a future-proof bike in 2006. And because of that, well, Vice World Champion may suit them.
Okay, let's party.
I bloody love these pegs.
Now for you, those of you that think I've been a bit light on the information on this video so far, of course the GASGAS GP 250 that I'm riding today has got all of the, shall we say, upgrades that the bike comes with when it comes to a GP, included the better wheels, the mod wheels, the fact that it's got Kashima forks, a Tech 3-way shocker. Of course the 2024 model comes with that Acropovic front pipe as well, updated graphics, and the fact that the other GASGAS graphics are in black, including a black headlight and black front mudguard. As you can see though, the bike moved very well. You can also see from that shot that there is the FIM Galfa uprated disc. The owner of this bike has also opted to change most of the fixtures in the bike for titanium, which meant that it was very well finished off indeed. It's also got some high-rise rental bars on, which aren't normally my preference, but didn't seem to bother me too much because the bike just rides so well. Although Andy, who does own the bike, lives quite close to rental, and obviously finished it off with some chain wheels and chain from the same brand also. Of course, the bike comes with some Michelin tyres, and apart from that, has got all the good bits that a GASGAS would normally come with. And what can I say? I enjoyed it last time, and enjoyed it again.
Woo, buddy. Now remember, pick up your trial tube merch, because it's flying at you. Well, flying at me anyway. But so far so good. The hoodies have been well received. They're nice and thick. I know it's summertime here in the UK, but they're the kind of thing that wicks sweat away and isn't too testy on your wallet during the cost of living crisis. They really support the channel, and we really appreciate all the support, I promise. Now, you may have noticed that I've just done quite a hefty bit of riding and a hefty section on a bike that is not mine, is a 250, is running a low compression head and a flywheel weight. Basically, this bike has been made to be friendly. I didn't ride it very friendly, but it still managed to do all of that heavy lifting, shall we say, and it did it easy. Because I honestly think that this is almost the perfect bike. That's cool, that is. As always, thank you for watching Trial Tube, but before we go, let's talk about the 3 good things and 3 bad things about your TXT GP. I've actually got loads of good things. They're the same as the last video, because the bike hasn't really changed. But the good things about this bike, as a low comp head, flywheel weight wielding pussycat, it's ever so friendly. If you want to tone down a 250, see a chap called Andy Foote. He'll be able to give you all the details, because this is his bike, which I've so nicely ran in today, maybe a touch too much. But that's because I've enjoyed riding it again. From one GASGAS video to another GASGAS video. This one's more of a, shall we say, a tryout review, whatever you want to call it, and the other one was a bit more on brand. But I have once again really enjoyed riding the GASGAS. Good points. It's put together so well. So well. It stinks of that brand that won't be named, but owns 2 other brands. One's orange, one's blue and white. You know, read between the lines. And bad points. It's a little bit fluffy on the odd occasion. But this one's got low comp head and a flywheel weight, so it's going to be a touch fluffy. But you know the best way to get rid of fluff in a bike? Fuel inject it! I've said it! That's it! All the trials people in the world will be angry with me now! Oh, by the way, stay with us at Trial Tube, because we've got so much more coming. Listen to this! Lovely! And we're going to have a more in-depth review about my Sherco coming up, because obviously I made the shock decision to change bike. But until then, I'm going to use up all the fuel in this tank. That tells you how much I like this bike.